Tonight on News Live at 6. A new major is coming to campus this fall. It's the rise of esports. Corey Maricosta tells us what that means for young gamers.
Plus, it's National Study Abroad Day and deadlines are coming up quick. Hear from Citrus TV's Maddie Stelk about her experience studying abroad in Madrid so far.
And athletes of all abilities are competing for the gold. Jacob Goldberg outlines the Special Olympics path to Syracuse. Citrus TV News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is Citrus TV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
The study abroad deadline is approaching. Good evening and welcome into News Live at 6 on this Monday. I'm Josh Meyers.
And I'm Peyton Spellacy in for Louise Rath tonight. Today, Syracuse University is celebrating National Study Abroad Day. Syracuse Abroad hosted a study abroad event in Shine Student Center today where students were able to play games, win prizes, and learn more about studying abroad.
And one of Citrus TV's own is overseas this semester. Maddie Stelk joins us now from Madrid, Spain to share a little bit about her experience. Maddie, good evening.
Hey, good evening, Josh. Thank you guys so much for having me.
So, Maddie, I'm sure you're having a great time in Madrid so far. So why did you exactly decide to study abroad this semester?
So I think the main reason why I decided to study abroad was because, well, number one, I've never been to Europe before, so this is actually my first time, which is really exciting. And also, I'm a Spanish minor, so there's only so much that I feel like you could do, in a classroom at Syracuse. Only so much you can learn about Spain, about the various Spanish cultures, rather than what it's like to, actually be there and actually be immersed in it. So, having this opportunity to have an immersive experience, studying abroad in Spain, talking to native speakers, learning about their cultures, has really just been very eye-opening and has broadened my perspective, honestly, on the world, which is kind of deep, but that's exactly what I wanted. So Madrid has been, a great fit for me.
Maddie, I'm so glad you've been able to immerse yourself into the culture. What would you say to SU students who are considering studying abroad in the future?
So what I would say to SU students who are considering studying abroad is absolutely do it. The SU Abroad program offers so many amazing opportunities. If cost is an issue, they have so many scholarships that you can apply for. So I say do whatever you can to, make it happen. Everybody who does it that I've talked to hasn't regretted it. I don't regret it so far. It's been such an amazing experience. You make so many new friends. You learn so much about yourself and about different cultures, and it really just opens your eyes to, see more of the world. And I highly, highly recommend it. If you don't speak a certain language, like say you come to Madrid and you don't speak Spanish, you go to France and you don't speak French, you will learn the language a little bit at least, and you will just gain so much from that.
Maddie, so good to hear from you. Thank you for your time. And students interested in studying abroad can also visit suabroad.edu for more information. Applications for the fall 2023 semester are open until March 15th.
And SU will be getting a new sports major this fall. Esports is the next industry SU wants to pioneer in. Corey Maricosta reports.
Who would have guessed that esports would go from
Odyssey, the electronic game of the future,
to this? With the rise of streaming and a general improvement among game development, esports will only continue to grow. Syracuse University hopes to foster this growth through their new esports major. The esports major will come this fall and be available for undergraduates. The major is built in combination with Falk and Newhouse. Professor Stomsky, director of the Newhouse Sports Media Center, says it combines the core of both Falk and Newhouse programs. Yet, it is unlike any of the existing majors.
A little bit different in that, again, you're not a Newhouse student or Falk student, you're an esports student.
Each esport major student will be able to choose a track to specialize in. There will be esports communications, business and management, plus esports design. Newhouse alone created 11 new courses for the major, each focusing on esports in conjunction with broadcasting. Current sport courses are being adapted for the new major. For example, play-by-play classes will be fitted to esports esports in the form of shoutcasting. Students will learn how to produce live esport events and delve into the storytelling aspect through courses created by the Visual Communications Department. The courses offered for the esports major will be ever-changing, just like the industry.
But I think that, like the industry itself, we're seeing esports changing every month. What are we talking about now? What are the skills that our students need to have? Where are more jobs happening? We're finding that out, in a month-by-month basis as the industry grows. So those classes will be added, but the actual core curriculum will not change.
Professor Stomsky tells me this is just the start. Braden Chevery, SU esports team captain, says students should get in while they can.
Big companies are starting to get involved. We're seeing tournaments hosted at Madison Square Garden and other big name places, typical sports venues. And we're seeing more people in traditional sports, like athletes, start to work their way into it.
Esports market league Hugo Tristal reports in the past year, esports has generated $1,384 million in revenue, with 60% coming from sponsors. SU is already planning on building 2 new esports facilities. One will be located in the Shine Student Center, while the other will be placed in the newly acquired Marley building. Cecilia Chen, the president of the esports club at SU, hopes the major will help recruit new talent.
Who might not be aware of the club itself, but are aware of the major. And I think it will really bring legitimacy to the esports scene here at school.
SU will be the first of its size as an R1 institution to adopt an esports major. Esports has now evolved past household game consoles to become the electronic sport of the future. Cora Costa, CitrusTV News.
Thanks, Cora. Sounds like a lot of fun. SU hopes to hire dynamic professors with experience in the field of esports and streaming. The JMA Dome is quickly adding to its aesthetic today. The dome has commenced its installation of the M portion of the new JMA sign. Together, all 3 letters encompass over 2,200 square feet. The sign will stand at 47 feet tall, which is slightly taller than the Hollywood sign that overlooks LA.
And Syracuse students can read up today thanks to a new investment from SU Library. Students may now use their valid SUNet ID and email to create an online Washington Post account. This new subscription means students can freely access 3 prominent national newspapers: the Washington Post, the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal.
And students can join a conversation on mental health tomorrow. The Black History Month Committee is hosting a forum in Shine to discuss accessibility and awareness on mental health in Black communities. The panel features 3 speakers with vast experience in psychology, whether it be serving as the assistant director at the Barnes Center or hosting workshops for Black men struggling with mental health.
Students have a chance to discuss Asian student experiences on campus tonight. Until 7:30, students will meet both the South Asian Center Director and Regional Program Manager over pizza and samosas. Students can also explore different opportunities from foreign language study to area studies fellowships within the South Asian Studies minor.
The Central New York chapter of the Special Olympics held their annual Winter Games this past weekend. Citrus TV reporter Jacob Goldberg reports.
The Special Olympics of Central New York hosted their Winter Games at the On Center this weekend. The games are an opportunity for kids across the region with cognitive disabilities to live out their dreams of being athletes. And sharing the ice with some of the country's best athletes is something that Simpiwe Makubela says the Olympians deserve.
I think of enjoying and living it. They're living this moment, it's part of their life, and they're passionate, they're buzzed about it, they're looking forward to it, and it's a great experience for them also.
Now, right behind me here at the On Center, the Special Olympics of Central New York is hosting their figure skating event. This happens annually. And for those participating in this event, it's about a lot more than what happens on the ice. It's about what they do off of it.
It means a lot to be able to make new friends and meet people and being able to improve your skills.
That was the voice of Peter Daly. He says making friends is one of the things he loves most about the chance to compete in the Special Olympics.
Like a lot of friendships have been developed because of the Special Olympics that I wouldn't have had otherwise.
For Emma Cahill, another competitor, seeing her friends and her grow and beat their goals is what makes her happy.
I just love seeing my friends do all of their accomplishments and have been like working and setting their goals for skating from since 2022 and now it's 2023. I really can't believe that my friends have been working so hard to this day.
With their mission being, quote, joy for their athletes, the Olympians who took the ice today certainly had a smile on their face. Reporting from the On Center, Jacob Goldberg, Citrus TV News.
Thanks so much, Jacob. Now, that weather, the ice is slowly starting to melt today.
Yeah, it's warming up, and I'm a California girl, so I'm really hoping that we start seeing the sun. And here to tell us more if we will see that sun is Ilana Epstein.
You can't see my phone, right?
Josh and Peyton, good evening. Now, looking at our temperatures right now, it's currently 36 degrees and it's pretty clear out. But as we look at our temperatures for tonight, it's going to drop down to 33 degrees and that snow and wind is going to start to pick up. Now, it's 6 p.m., which means a winter weather advisory has just been issued here in central New York, and it's going to last until 7 p.m. tomorrow. Just to talk about it a little bit more, we're going to be seeing 1 to 2 inches of snow tonight, about 4 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow. The streets and sidewalks are going to be pretty slippery, probably will be best to avoid the roads. You can expect some watery snow, a nice snow and sleet mix, and it's going to make the shoveling a little bit difficult. But like I said, it's best to avoid those roads. But if you still want to get out there and play in the snow, you could always make some snow angels. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I haven't done that since I was about 10 years old, but I'm about to do it live on air right now. So you got to get down and you just got to start, moving the arms and legs to get some nice exercise. And it's pretty hard right now because it hasn't started snowing yet, but as you can see, it makes a nice little art project here, and I'm going to keep doing these. Don't get the mic attached around your foot. That's what I just did. You don't want to mess that up, but you could just keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing this right now. I'll see you guys back in studio. Bye.
Thanks, Ilana. It might be a little tough to do a snow angel with a mic in your hand, but you're trying your best. We appreciate that. And winter is still coming in central New York, and Syracuse locals can expect anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of snow starting tonight. And experts forecast that snow could fall at a rate of over an inch per hour.
And factor in those strong winds and cold temperatures, driving sounds like a total nightmare. The storm is expected to start around 7 p.m. All of central New York is under a winter weather advisory until tomorrow afternoon.
Starting tomorrow, registered voters in Onondaga County may be contacted to sign a petition designating candidates to be on the ballot. And candidates need to obtain enough signatures on their petitions to get on the ballot. The number of signatures needed varies by office, and only registered voters can sign petitions.
And a 9-year-old girl is dead and a woman is in the hospital after a car crash yesterday. According to a news release from the Seneca County Sheriff's Department, the car hit a culvert and then several trees before coming to a stop in a small body of water. Authorities have confirmed that the car is totaled. The 9-year-old girl had extensive injuries and was taken to Cayuga Medical Center where she died.
And a man is dead today after hitting a tree last night in DeWitt. Police say first responders tried to save the man before he was taken to a hospital where he died. Authorities say the car swerved off the shoulder of the road, hit 2 wires, and crashed into trees. Police are still investigating the cause of the crash. And still ahead on News Live at 6, in most states the government wants you to get mRNA vaccines, but in Idaho they may force you to pass. We'll have info on the state's latest House bill.
And the U.S. government may have found the source of COVID-19. All that and more. News Live at 6. We'll be right back.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
You're watching Citrus TV News live at 6 with Louise Rath, Josh Meyers, and Peter Elliott. Now, your campus news leader continues.
Hey, welcome back to News Live at 6. In some states, there are COVID vaccine mandates, but in Idaho, there may be an outright ban on mRNA vaccines.
According to a bill proposed by Senator Tammy Nichols and Representative Judy Boyle, the administration of mRNA vaccines would become a criminal offense in Idaho. Nichols says the law comes out of safety concerns stemming from the fast tracking of the vaccine. Dr. Danielle Griffin of Optum Care says the recent bill in Idaho is another frightening example of politicians and special interest groups trying to take away the rights of individuals to make healthcare decisions. And the U.S. Energy Department has determined the likely origin of COVID-19. According to a classified intelligence report, the coronavirus likely spread worldwide after a mishap in a Wuhan, China laboratory.
And this judgment comes with low confidence, but this is the first claim any U.S. government organization has made about the source of COVID. China has dismissed all prior claims that COVID came from one of its labs, but the country is yet to comment on the U.S.'s latest report.
Now it's just started snowing here in central New York, but I'll tell you how much we're going to get when we come back.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to Citrus TV News live at 6. Now it's winter here in central New York. What is one of my favorite things to do? Well, it's sledding. I mean, just look at how much fun all of this looks to head to Krause Hill with your friends and go sledding. And this was just a couple of months ago, back in I think December, when we had so much snow. And guess what? We're gonna have some snow this week. So I wanna find out, when are the best times to go sledding this week? Well, it's actually tonight. We're gonna be expecting a lot of snow. It just started snowing here in central New York. I used the little sledding emoji there. So tonight there's going to be a lot of snow, and there's also going to be a lot of snow on Friday. So I would say tonight and Friday are the best times this week to go sledding. I didn't even put Wednesday in there because it's going to be raining pretty much the whole day, but the rain is definitely going to melt some of the snow. So tonight and Friday are the best times to go sledding. Now let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. Tomorrow, 39 degrees with a mix of snow and rain, but it's going to be pretty cloudy all day. We do have a nice game over at the Dome. Wednesday, 45 degrees, like I said, pretty much showers all throughout the day. Thursday, it's going to be 38 degrees, again with that nice mix. Friday, it's going to be snowing, so we're going to have to enjoy that while we can because, we haven't really seen much snow at all this winter. And Saturday, 34 degrees with some snow showers, but it's one of the biggest games, and we have some pretty cool alumni coming back to the Dome for that game against Wake Forest, so really looking forward to that, and John Dales is going to tell us all about that.
Thanks so much, Ilana. And you're right, as the snow begins to pile up here in the 315, so do the losses for Syracuse men's basketball. But Jim Boeheim will tell you that doesn't necessitate a change being made. Stick around to hear what the head coach had to say right after this quick break.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. Go.
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
And now, TV Sports Report.
Hey, and welcome into sports. I'm John Dales. If you're a Syracuse basketball fan and you missed the game against Pittsburgh on Saturday, you're in luck. The Orange were demolished 99-82, their third game in a row losing by 17 or more. And Pitt scorched the SU 2-3 zone for 16 made three-pointers, which has become a trend for Cuse opponents recently. Even so, after the contest, Jim Boeheim said he's not switching to a man-to-man defense, and if you don't understand why, well, he's got an analogy for you.
You have a house painter and you say, now I want you to paint like Picasso. That would be good if he could do that, but he can't. We play our defense. This is our defense. That's it. We don't have another defense.
That certainly would be nice if your house painter was Picasso, wouldn't it? Well, Central New Yorkers also thinking it'd be great if the Orange could snap their losing streak. The next chance to do so comes tomorrow at home against Georgia Tech. Postseason hopes looking bleak for SU men's hoops. Same not true for the Cuse women's basketball team, though. Felicia Leggett-Jack's crew is on the bubble of the NCAA tournament and now knows who it'll be playing in the upcoming ACC tournament. The Orange are the 9 seed in the conference and face off against NC State in the second round. These two have met once earlier this year, a game where the Wolfpack won 56-54, which came down to the very last possession. Meanwhile, Syracuse women's ice hockey saw its season come to an end yesterday, falling to Mercyhurst 6-0 in the semifinals of the College Hockey America Conference Tournament. Wasn't a banner year for SU head coach Brittany Smith in year one at the helm of the Orange program. After an NCAA tournament appearance last year, the Cuse finished with a record of 10-24-2 and lost 6 of 7 to end the season. Elsewhere in CNY, it's playoff time for high school hoops and the Class B semifinal between Marcellus and Central Valley. And the Mustangs knocked off the previously unbeaten Thunder in this one. Marcellus now advances to the Class B sectional championship on Sunday. Waiting for them there, the Warriors of West Hill. Twice in the regular season they faced Chittenango, and twice the Bears came out on top. But this time, the third time was the charm for the Warriors. Junior Cam Langdon led the way with 20 points, but said afterwards, on this team, it's always next man up. Yesterday, that just happened to be him. From high school hardwood to the NBA, you may have missed it late last night, but Portland Trailblazer guard Damian Lillard scored 71 points all by himself. He came one short of tying an NBA record with 13 made threes. That shot you just saw might have been his most impressive, literally one step beyond half court. Really impressive game from him. And at age 32, Lillard, the oldest player in NBA history to have a 70-plus point game.
John Dale's joining us at the desk now. John, 3 straight games with 17 points or more being lost. What's going on? What's happening with our defense?
Well, that 2-3 zone, it does good in a lot of ways, but one of the ways that it doesn't work out is it gives opposing teams threes. So a lot of other teams, they just take more three-pointers against Syracuse. So it's not like they're necessarily shooting it better from 3, but just with more volume, they end up with a ton of them. I mean, Clemson had 16 in the game on Wednesday, and then Pittsburgh had 16 more on Saturday.
Wow, I mean, that defense certainly nowhere close to our bear trap defense, Dales.
No, not a bear trap.
Thanks, John. When we come back, we'll take one last look at your weather. Stay with us.
Here we go. We're going to go out there in the rain. You're going to get wet. All right, here we go. Go, okay, quick. Oh, yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. So wet.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. Go.
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Welcome back to Citrus TV News Live at 6. Let's take a look at our wake-up weather when you get up tomorrow. 34 degrees, which isn't too bad, but we are going to be seeing that snow. As I mentioned, we're in that winter weather advisory, so definitely going to wake up and be prepared for that. But guys, only 21 days until spring. I am so excited. I took both of these videos just a few weeks ago when we saw our nice little 70-degree day, and that was crazy. And I am just so excited. We're only 21 days away. Cannot wait.
Ilana, looks like it's going to be a great spring, hopefully very soon. But we mentioned earlier in the show that today is National Study Abroad Day, but more importantly, today is National Pokemon Day. In the first Pokemon games, Pocket Monsters Red and Green were released in Japan 27 years ago today.
Pokemon Red and Blue were the first games to be dropped in the U.S., releasing on September 28, 1998. Since then, kids across the U.S. have been on a journey to catch them all.
Yeah, but Peyton, what is your favorite Pokemon?
So, I wasn't a big Pokemon player back in the day, but my brother did watch the TV show, and my favorite on the TV show was Squirtle, I would say.
Well,
yeah.
I think I might be the only one here at this desk that actually played the Pokemon games.
I think you're right about that.
So, don't know how much you guys could add more to this.
Well,
But
Josh, who's your favorite?
My favorite, I've got to go with Klefki. It is a Pokemon that's literally like a keychain. So
I've literally never
how
heard
creative.
of any of those. Is that bad?
Like I said, I'm the only one here that actually played the games. That probably knows more than just Pikachu and Charizard.
Remember Pokemon Go? That was huge.
That was big.
I feel like I did have that at one point.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
You guys did play that game then?
Yes.
I did not, no. All right, well, fair
That's
enough.
all the time that we have for you today on Citrus TV News.
For more of the latest, follow us on Citrus TV News on Twitter or check out our website at citrustv.com.
For all of us here at Citrus TV News, I'm Peyton Spellacy.
And I'm Josh Meyers. Tune in to Talking Points in just 1 hour. Until then, take care and good night.